Alright, so we're going to go over what has sold over the last 2 weeks on eBay. And we'll try to make this snappy. As you can probably hear, I am sick. I got a cold. So, feeling mostly better, but I have a bit more of a cough than I did. But my nose is still stuffy as well. But anyways, nothing super important over the last 2 weeks. Other than we got a good amount of sales. Definitely not like super home runs. Like I would like. We're not doing 10 things a day, but it was fairly steady. So, first we're gonna start off with these Hey Dudes, patriotic American flag shoes, size 10, $54.99, free ship. Next was this Seagull Rot lock set. I ended up taking an offer. Buyer sent me a message, took an offer, offered me $20, and I took it, free ship for parts. I think it's all there, not entirely sure, so I just threw it up for parts. It was better than just scrapping it, which was the other choice. Next is this lot of Cobblestone Corners Village figures. $20 free ship on this. This found in the dumpster a bunch of Cobblestone Corners Christmas houses, village houses. So, and I lotted all of the these little figures together. So, made a couple bucks. Next is this Squishmallow Vito. Sold that for $17.99, free ship. Next, this Green Witch Fire patch, $5.99. Next is Netgear AX 1800 Wi-Fi 6 router. $40 free ship on this. This one was brand new. Next was this pair of Columbia Newton Ridge Plus 2 hiking boots. Sold those for $69.99, free ship. And down to one of these black ones that I got from Kohl's for $30 in the summertime. So that was nice. Next was this New Orleans EMS, the 4-inch patch at $7.99. Next, I sold a Toro 60-volt trimmer for $140. Still got 3 of these 31s left. I think this is the one that went to Alabama. I'm pretty sure I've only sold one Toro in the last 2 weeks, and this one was going to Alabama, which I didn't think they would need a trimmer. It's still kind of late, or it's kind of late, even for down south, to be trimming. But I'll take it. Saves me from having to store it till next year. Next is this La Push Washington Police, $9.99 on this one. Next, sold another pair of the Hey Dudes, size 10. As you can see, I got them from Rack Room for $25. Paid up a bit on these at $25, but $55 free ship. Even after fees. And shipping on these is not much because they're sold new without box, because the boxes on these that these came in were destroyed. And it's a pair of Hey Dudes, so it doesn't need a box. So I'll just bubble wrap them, shove them in a poly mailer, and send them. It comes in at right at a pound. So shipping on these is not too bad. It's definitely something that'd be a lot more of a volume kind of thing. But I only got 4 of this size and 4 of another size. Because of how they had to be ordered, I didn't want to keep charging. Or I just didn't want to keep doing order. Because it had to be done in sets of 4. So I just did it for size 10 and 11. Next was this Echo Blade conversion kit. $40 free ship on that. Or I may have taken a bit of an offer, I think, on this one. Next was this lot of 4 Penthouse magazines from 1970. Sold those for $17.99 plus 10 ship. Next was this Watertown, New York Engine 2 patch for $6.99. These next two Buffalo ones sold together. This Buffalo Police Christmas 2024 Christmas patch, $14.99 plus a dollar standard envelope. And then this Buffalo Police 2024 Halloween at $15.99 plus a dollar ship. These sold together to the same buyer. It went EIS because it was going up to Canada. I originally, I had put the Christmas one up for auction, and the guy sent me a message asking about if I'd do it buy it now price on it. So I put $15. As you can see, I paid 10 for them, so it's not like it was great margins. But it was a case of I'll buy one. I was buying one anyways for my own collection. Same with the Halloween one, and then I figured I'd just buy two, and I could always sell the other one, make a couple bucks. I was kind of hoping more for it to be an auction and actually go somewhere instead of just selling for $15. So even this one at 16. But I figured sending them standard envelope. I think I ended up having to send it Ground Advantage because of the price. Yeah, I had to anyways. That's what screwed me. If I would have sold these individually, it would have been better. But because they sold together, that really cut into the profit as well. Next is this Halo 4-inch smart LED canless light. $10 plus 7 ship on this. Next was this Alliance of Independent Medical Services patch for $3.99. Oh, and I put new, which is not good because looking at this photo, this is kind of dirty. This should have been listed as used. So anyway, about $3.99 plus a dollar ship on that. Next is this Kershaw County Sheriff, $7.99 on that. Next was this Playboy, a lot of Playboys from the 70s. Sold this for $14.99 plus 15 ship. Not to the same person, actually. It was to two different people. Because this was days later that I sold these, this lot of Playboys. And I have sold through most of the Playboys and Penthouses. I still have a couple lots left. But for the most part, I've sold through them already. And it was great because I've made more money on these magazines than I got paid for doing the work that I did. So, and I was there for, what was it, like 8 or 9 hours that day. Was it 8 or 9 or was it longer? But like 8 or 9 hours, doing all the clean out work. And then, got paid $300 for that, and then I've made more money off these than, of course, these are a lot of work too. Going through all these lots, putting them together, figuring out how I was going to divide them, getting them listed, shipped, and all that. So, I mean, it's not like I haven't put hours into this as well, but, it's just that I've made more money on all the selling of stuff than doing the labor. What I'm trying to get at is these have sold for more and was a lot less labor than doing the actual job. That's what I'm trying to explain. Next is this Warminster Township, Pennsylvania Police, $7.99. Next was one of a couple hats you'll see. These are Green Bay Packers beanies, $22.99 free ship. As you can see, I have 4 of them, sold all of them this week. And it's funny, too, considering I've sold all 4 of these. None of them went to Wisconsin. They all went to other places. This one, I think, went to California, of all places. Which was interesting. You don't really need a beanie in California, but... Anyways, that... and I have a question mark of where from like where I got them from, what I paid for. I don't remember because these I ordered back in the summertime. But I did see in my spreadsheet I paid $10 a piece on these. Actually, this one, the first one here, it sold it out on offer, so it was like 20 and some change. So I only made like $250 on it, whereas the other ones I made a little more money on them. Next was this little Toyota Buffalo Bills flag. I'm not really sure, looking at that, how it attaches, but I got this at Goodwill here locally, and I want to say I paid like $4 for it, which was kind of overpaying for it. I just kind of guessed on it. If this is something where it's like, I might keep this for myself, I don't know, throw it up on eBay, see what happens. Although, actually, this got listed last year, September 24th, 2023. Oh, I sold it for $7.99 plus $5 ship. Oh, talking too much, it's killing me. Next is Columbia Women's Quilted Northern Reach Scarf. Sold that for $29.99 plus 8 ship. Got this, as you can see, was listed last year. This actually came from the Millennial Profit mystery box that I got. And this was something I didn't think was ever going to sell. Looking at the sell-through rate on it. But it sold this year, so that was good. And this put me into the profit on that box. So everything else that I've gotten in it will be profit. Although there was not a ton of stuff left. Next was another patch that I bought from my own collection. Bought 2 to figure I'd sell the other one. Put it up $12.99, and I got a bid, and the guy did 2 bids because obviously he really wants this patch, yet has not paid for it yet. Because this ended, I want to say, like Saturday or Sunday. This ended and they have not paid yet, so that's not good. Oh, I guess it will be, because then I can relist it for more. Because really, at $12.99, I'm not going to make any money after cost of goods and fees. I'm not going to make anything, so we'll relist that higher. Like I said, another Green Bay hat. Next was this Eastman thermal expansion tank for a hot water heater, or hot water tank. $30 free ship on that. Next was this EVGA X17 gaming mouse. $20 free ship on that. Another Packers hat. Next was this pair of Crocs Animal Remix clogs. Size men's 12. This also came from the Millennial Profit mystery box. Sold that for $24.99 plus 10 ship. And this was another thing too that I thought was never gonna sell. Looking at the sell-through rate on it when I listed it, but give it a year and it sold. So this was pure profit for the mystery box. Next, speaking of all those cobblestone corner houses, sold this house for, it ended up being $7 plus 7 shipping. As you see, I have it listed for 10. The buyer sent me a message asking about dimensions on it, because they wanted it for their grandfather set or father set, whoever set. I don't care that much. So I told them it's 4.5 by 4.5. Then they wanted me to send pictures using with the ruler for height, width, and depth on it. And then they hit me with will you take $7 for it? So I kind of got the Facebook treatment on this one. Well, I don't have dimensions listed in here. I got lazy and only did it with a couple. So anyways, I only made like $2 on this because the shipping kind of killed me because it was going far. It was going to Idaho, and I had to put it in 864 and then put that box in another box to hopefully guarantee it won't get broke. So shipping kind of cost me a bit on that. Another Packers hat, and then these next 2 patches sold together. This Fisher's Peak Colorado Fire at $5.99, and this Richland EMS $5.99. Oh. Alright, we'll switch over to the other account real quick. Hopefully make this snappy. So on this account, I'm running a 30% off sale through the end of the year. I'm trying to liquidate as much as I can off this account. I don't really want to keep this account for next year. Other than maybe some of the stuff where I got large quantity of, and it's got, a history that I'll leave. With the rest of this, I'm contemplating getting rid of it. Pretty much, in general, I'm contemplating if I want to get out of patches completely or not. Or at least really cut down on what I have. So, and it kind of has to go with the moving thing of once we move next year and I get myself an eBay space, I'm totally gonna change up. I think how I'm doing things, but also with going into it full time next year. That as well will change how I do things as well. There's gonna be a lot of changes coming. So a lot of changes. Like I said, I will be better inventory system. Hopefully, getting better product in maybe less pallets and more the retail and online arbitrage. We'll kind of see. Because that takes a lot more knowledge doing the retail and online, and a lot more capital. As well, kinda. It could be a lot more capital. It's definitely tied up longer, your capital you put into that stuff. So, anyways, let's get on to the sales. So this Las Vegas CSI patch, $279. The Seminole County Sheriff's Corrections at $699. This Orange County Sheriff at $349. This Columbus, Georgia Police at $349 as well. This Caldwell County, North Carolina Animal Control, $419. This Warring Township Police, $489. Hilton Township Fire Police, $489. And this actually sold to another patch seller. I'm gonna eat ice cream or something after this. This is like drying out my throat. Which is making me cough. Luckily we're almost done here. This York, South Carolina Police at $419 sold together with this Cheesney, South Carolina at $489. So that is it for the sales over the last 2 weeks. We'll see what this week before Christmas brings. I'm not really expecting it to bring anything, but it will be interesting to see if we get any people who are ordering something last minute and need to have it before Christmas. Considering 18th is Ground Advantage, 19th is Priority Mail, the last guaranteed days. Which even then, it's the post office. There's no guarantee that even by those days it would get there before Christmas. So, but I do know, last year, I had Ground Advantage packages that had stopped, after the 20th or whatever. They had stopped completely moving, and it was only Priority Mail that was moving. So I'm sure they'll do that again this year. So that is it for the rest of my throat. We'll see you guys next week.